I'd like to start off by saying that I'm making this video not because I want to, but specifically because I don't want to. Normally, whenever I get geared up to record something, it's because I feel happy and motivated, and I want to share that, with the prospective audience that might view this. But this video comes from a much different place, and I ask that you bear with me if I get emotional or anything, and please understand that it's not theatrics or a cry for attention or publicity or anything. It's it's real. It's me attempting to communicate, attempting to connect. I don't have anyone here with me right now, and obviously that leaves me a bit lonely. But first and foremost, I'm dealing with a large portion of what up until about 15 minutes ago I deemed to be problems. I was forced to quit my job. I was like pseudo fired. I've been kicked out of my place. I thought the kicked out of the place thing is doubly painful because I was kicked out by my ex, and then she had decided to move out, and it was decided that I was going to stay. And then after going up the roller coaster of that, I then received a call from my landlords telling me that they wanted me out too. So I don't have a job, I don't have a place, and that's daunting, and I'd be lying by omission if I didn't say that it's affecting me and affecting the way that I think lately. But that is not. That is not the reason that I'm making this video. The reason I'm making this video is I just watched a video that someone tweeted on Twitter. Actually, it was Tim Sheaf. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to hold it together after this. But I'll try to link stuff and put stuff down in the information whenever I post this. But he posted a video of this poor man being beaten by other human beings. And I've been around the internet, I've been around in life, I've been in fights, I've punched people in the face, I've been punched in the face. When the internet first came out, I went on Rotten.com. My teenage curiosity led me there, much like it led many other people there. But it's not the gore of the video that is affronting to me. It's the lack of humanity, and it's the perceived separateness of individuals. I just don't understand how somebody could disconnect themselves that much from another human being to do that to them. I don't know. I don't know if I'm really rambling and really shooting from the hip, because it hit me very hard, because I am dealing with stuff in my life, and after watching a video like this, it's laughable. It's laughable. Oh, boo-hoo, you don't have a job, you don't have a place. At least you're talking. At least I'm pointing. I have the privilege of pointing a smartphone at my face to record a video. That he doesn't have any of that. I'm pretty sure he's dead from what I saw. And I said in a response tweet, I'm actually glad. I hope he is dead for him, because I couldn't imagine wanting to continue on after that. I'm getting bitchy and emo about fucking getting kicked out and losing my job, but he literally, I guess I'll have to post the video for reference, or link it or something. Yeah, link it. I'm not going to post it. I'll link it, and if it's still up. But essentially what goes on in it, for anyone who doesn't want to watch it, or is just in the generation that needs it now. It's just a man, and it starts off, he's bloody, and already looks like he's been beaten quite a bit, and they're just continually beating him. Just a group of men beating another man out in the middle of the street, and like I said, I've been in fights, and I've seen blood and seen my own blood and made other people issue blood, but he was covered in blood, and at some point, like they're hitting him with objects and stuff, and that's bad enough, but they lit him on fire, on fucking fire. Another human being, a human being, somebody that I share a species with. These are this is my continuum of biological existence. This is supposed to be my peer, and they lit another man on fire. And I know that some people are gonna respond to this and quit your whining, and the world's a hard place, man, and get used to it. And I know all that, and I know that there's been stuff like that, but there's a certain romanticism in the male psyche to overt war, to honor. There's a reason that we honor the samurai. There's a reason that we hold the ideal of a warrior up on a pedestal, because those men have trained. Those men have made it their profession. Those men are prepared to die. Those men are dying for what they believe to be a cause. I don't believe in killing for any reason. I don't believe in the military. I don't think that we need any of that, but it doesn't change my ability to recognize the honor inherent in those men and their outlook. And there was zero honor in this, whereas with a badass samurai duel, you got two men pulling out katanas and facing off, and there's again, it's the romantic side of me that just sees some sort of purity in that event, and even the modern equivalent of cocking a gun and getting into a crouching position and move, coming around corners to shoot other men before they shoot you. But that's the real difference of this scenario, is that he wasn't fighting back, and I don't presume to know what he did, and I don't really care, because I don't care. I don't care if he raped children. I don't care if he was an abusive spouse. I don't care if he was a known murderer. Like, it doesn't justify fucking lighting someone on fire. It does not justify that. Like, everybody knows that, and I don't understand how that continues on. That lesson was taught to me as a child. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Like, you're supposed to be bigger than that. Like, break the cycle. If your parents hit you, why would you hit your kids? If this guy did something to deserve this in their minds, why would they treat him that way? And that's the other real motivation behind recording this, is because, like, it's stirred up the passion in me that I've always had, that we have to stop doing this. We can't keep doing that. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. In other parts of the animal kingdom, when animals kill other animals, it's not a bad thing. There's a food chain, there's an established hierarchy, and death necessitates life, and it's required. Things must die so other things can live. That's sure, but this is well beyond that. This is far from that. This was torture and inhuman and inhumane. All the best words for it. I know that I'm probably going to be preaching to the choir. I'm sure that from the tags of the title and from the people that already know me that are going to watch this already agree. But I want to talk to the people that feel justified in those sorts of actions. I want to talk to the people. I mean, God, I really wish I could talk to the men that did it, because I wouldn't, I don't want to kick their asses or beat them up or anything, because that just continues the cycle. What I want is to expand their awareness and expand their consciousness, that they themselves can understand what they did, because then at that point, if they're really that aware, nothing I would do to them could ever supersede the torture that will go on in their own mind, because they'll atone for their own sins inside their head the way it's supposed to be. They'll hold themselves accountable, and none of us will ever know what it's like to have been responsible for that. In school, we're always taught to conclude and have a summary and a nice end point and punctuation. So I'll frame up here a bit and say simply that, if someone has wronged you in your life, or you've been wronged, by a series of events, pause for a moment and think about what brought that into being, and don't do something brash, and don't do something that is going to eat you up like a cancer inside later on down the road. Even when people do things that you don't agree with, you should take a moment to step back and understand that they're just a part of you, that we're all in this together. I really don't know what else to say. I'm looking for a clever phrase, for some magical series of words that's going to sum up how I'm feeling. And I'm avoiding a very simple set of words because it sounds trite, but really, all I can say we have to stop killing ourselves